swear we're not far off being able to fit a 747 in here. I don't even know how this is possible. That's crazy. Cool, but crazy.
Won't let this moment pass us by.
Hi guys, and happy Friday. That's right, it is actually Friday today, unlike yesterday when it just felt like a Friday. Now, you're in a bit of a different position than normal. You're up here. I'm in the car, I am off to Coventry, I am going to IKEA again. God, the amount of times I've been to IKEA in the past few weeks is ridiculous. I should have shares in the place. For my birthday last year, Jen bought me this GoPro that I'm using now. And, oh, come on! She brought me this GoPro that I'm using now, one for vlogging, and two, because we're going on holiday, we wanted a nice compact camera we can put in out like waterproof housing, take on rides and a load of stuff. So, it was great, and it did us until the end of our holiday in September. The problem is, I've barely used it since, because when we got back, we realised that under certain lighting conditions, the GoPro isn't particularly great. So we invested in a different, bigger, better camera for daily vlogging, and it's been great. The problem is, this little bad boy is being neglected. I thought I would show it some love, and as a result, I get to bring you guys on a bit of a ride along. Phew, it's really cold in here all of a sudden. God, this woman behind me is on my tail! Get away, woman! I can't go any faster! Finally, leaving this crappy little windy road. Oh shit, that road looks busy. Dual carriageway, and it's chocker. There's a tendency to have loads and loads of lorries on it, and then they just clog up the road, and everyone's doing like 40 miles an hour. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Don't you guys have places to be? Pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up the pace. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! There we go, 58 miles an hour! We're getting there! If you've been watching our recent vlogs, you'll know that we've been DIYing, redecorating our house. I've done the hall, the landing, the stairs, repainted. We're waiting for carpet on that, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And I've been spending about 2 weeks now on this living room. Started off quite quick, but progress has slowed right down. Basically, we used to have a fireplace. That got taken out because I wanted to put units in front of where the fireplace was. But it left a massive hole. I had to fill it with bricks, plaster, more plaster, more plaster, more plaster. Everything I think is finally done. When I go home tonight, I'm going to give everything a nice little sand down, and it should be ready to paint. It's still going to take another couple of days because I've got to do some glossing, which takes about a day to dry, and I've got to do some emulsion on the walls. That's quite quick drying paint, which is great, but I can't do any of that till the emulsion's dry, till the gloss is dry. So that I plan on doing in the next 2 days. But we need units for the front room because there's a lot of stuff upstairs in other rooms that I can't get around to decorating until we clear the stuff that doesn't belong in it. Some of it belongs in the living room, but without the appropriate storage in the living room, the reason why I'm going to IKEA, without all that storage, I can't take it out, I can't decorate. It's just difficult to get everything done in the order you want. When things take a while to dry, things take longer than expected in other places, and I just want the house to be done. I want to be able to go, boom, house done. This is ridiculous. There are so many lorries on the road. I'm lucky if I can get to 55 miles an hour most of the time. I'm doing 37, 36, 37. Ultimately, I want to get this living room in as good a state as possible. So the only thing left to do is carpet. So when the guys come and fit the carpet, they can do the whole landing stairs and living room, and that's a massive chunk of the house done. That it'll look great, it'll feel great, and then I can concentrate on doing the other room. There's a lot of smoke going out of that vehicle. Well, I've now managed to finally get to a decent speed, and I'm hitting roadworks, which means I've got to slow right down again. I'm not sure whether you guys can actually see from behind me, but the motorway is now pretty much turned into a car park. I thought I'd started to pick up the pace and make some decent time, but now, nothing. In fact, I'm about to stop. I have finally made it here, despite the fact that the sat-nav wanted to take me some really random ways. I've never been this way into Coventry or out before, I didn't recognise half of it. It was only till pretty much on top of IKEA that I realised where we were. One thing I realised while we were coming in, that I really don't think I've ever been to any other IKEA that's had a city centre location. It doesn't make sense for them to have city centre locations. They're so big. They need to facilitate so many people. And it makes it so difficult to get into. If you guys know of any IKEAs that aren't out of the way, out of town, but are actually city centre ones, let me know. Put your comments down below. Just seen a convertible parked up. Quite a small car. I can't imagine what they're going to be buying from IKEA and actually taking it home with them, because I'm going to struggle with what I want today. I just realised that you're kind of a bit wonky there. I hope the video doesn't look too bad when I come to edit it. I'm not going to take you with me because I need to take my keys, my wallet, my phone, and be able to bring stuff back out. So you're going to stay in here. I'm going to hide you somewhere safe, and hopefully you're still here when I get back. This is officially the biggest IKEA haul I've ever had. Unfortunately, I forgot to empty the car before I left, so I need to get it in there. I need to get this into this. I've been here before, trying to get stuff into a small space, but never with this much crap. This is going to take some effort. Somehow I managed to empty it, and it's all in here. That's amazing. I'm extremely red, but I swear we're not far off being able to fit a 747 in here. I don't even know how this is possible. That's crazy. Cool, but crazy. I've just had to rush through IKEA again. Managed to take a couple of shortcuts, but I forgot to get my ticket validated to get out of the car park, because you get free 4 hours. I was like, no! And I could have swore the lifts take you to whichever floor you want. I need to get to floor 3. But when I got in the lift, the only option was floor 6. And I was just chatting to the girl that was validating my ticket when I finally got to the exit. And she was like, oh yeah, one of them's an express elevator, but all the others got to this floor. And I'm like, no! I'm so tired. So, going around IKEA, I've done nearly 4,000 steps and burned nearly 250 calories. 2 miles. It's just insane. Right, time to go home. Jen says she's gonna be late, so am I anyway. So that won't be too much of a problem. See you on the other end, but hopefully she can give me a hand with these. Look at the state. That is an IKEA haul.
Get this right. The weather has been fine all day. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not been glorious, but it's been fine. There's been no problems. It starts raining. Just the second Chris says to me, oh Jen, can you go out to the shop and get some dinner while I'm doing all this sanding? Yeah Jen, go outside in the rain. The rain has stopped, so I came back nice and dry, which is great. Now I look like an idiot wearing my raincoat. I think it rained for about 30 seconds, but it was really, really heavy. Didn't manage to get everything I wanted. It seems like Sainsbury's might need to restock after the post-work Friday rush, because they barely had anything that I wanted. I managed to make a load of substitutions and I'm happy with the stuff I've bought, but I really would have liked to have got the stuff that I wanted to get. Anyway, never mind. It's time to go home because I'm starving. I can't wait for dinner. I hope Chris has finished what he was doing and he is ready to cook my tea. We've had a super tasty tea of salmon salad and tomato garlic bread. Now we have dessert. Ta-da! But I can't line it up. Ta-da! Of pears, kiwis and raspberries all chopped up in yumminess. Tastes like summer. Except it also feels like summer. And my nose is really itchy and it's probably bright red because my hay fever has well and truly kicked in.
We pay respect to our blood gods.
Super cute cuddle. Look at you.
Of course you do. It's what everyone wants.
Just the feet.
Just burped.
No, he didn't. You embarrassed him.
Come here.
The human race finally
He's
has a
staring down
chance
at you.
to live, or it will suffer the same fate as Krypton. And the same thing is happening on Earth.
As we have another night of not being able to sit in the living room because it's full of decorating and sanding and furniture that's all covered up to be protected, we have spent the evening in bed or on the bed. Hi Chris. So anyway, I am off to bed now guys. Tomorrow we will be cleaning and painting and finishing the living room, and then Sunday we can put the IKEA furniture together. In the meantime we just have to live with the IKEA boxes all over the dining room. Anyway, good night guys, and I will see you tomorrow.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Feels like Friday and it's not.
It does feel like a Friday, but let's pretend it's Friday.
Okay, so it's Friday.